Obviously, you had quite a freshman year. There were a lot of kudos that went your way after the season. How do you deal with the expectations now, knowing that each offense is going to be gearing part of its game plan for you?
I think the biggest thing you got to do is just worry about, what you have to get done. You can't really worry about what guys are saying about you, what they're going to try to do to you. You just got to get your job done so then you can help the defense win that game. So I think, more than anything, you just got to concentrate and do what the coaches tell you, like week in and week out, because, they know what they're talking about. They're going to put us in the best situation to win.
What's it been like working with Mark? I mean, obviously he's chomping at the bit to make it back, to prove that he can still play at a Division I level. What's it been like working with him on the practice field as he tries to make his way back?
The thing is that's really good about Mark. He's always looking to dish out what he knows and his knowledge. He kind of shows you how to get things done the correct way. If you mess something up, he's going to show you how he does it, and hopefully he's thinking that this will give you another angle about how to get things done. The coach is going to tell you one way. Maybe you don't quite understand how the coach is saying it, but if Mark, one of the older guys, tells you to do it how they get it done, it kind of opens up the window of it kind of shows how the coach is going to get it done. So say you got to drop to this guy, but you don't really understand how the coach is telling you. Mark's going to tell you this way, and then it kind of just like connects forward. Mark tells you this way, so that makes sense how the coach tells you to. So it's just kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
Do you think you guys can have an even bigger year defensively than last year because of the return of Mark and because you know each other that much more now?
Hopefully that's our goal, is each year to build on what we did the previous year. And I think as long as we put all the pieces together and do what the coaches tell us to, and kind of bond as a team, we should be able to do that.
You guys won 3 of your last 4 regular season games. It seemed like after a little bit of a bumpy start, you seemed to gel. Did you get that sense as well at the end of last year, and can it carry over?
I think for me, I definitely, as far as I did, I was becoming more and more comfortable as the year progressed. And you got to think about, Mike McLaughlin came back a little bit into the season. I think, just having him in the middle of the field and calling out the defense just bring more confidence to everyone. Because Mac, it was his 5th year. He's kind of a vocal leader. He knew exactly what he's doing. I think he kind of brought everyone together.
What about the schedule? You guys start with your first 4 games at home. How important to take advantage of that and kind of build early season momentum as opposed to what I was just saying last year, a little bit of a rougher start?
It's huge. You just got to get those first 4 games. You got to obviously you want to win every single one of those games. You got to take momentum into the next games. But the biggest thing we're worried about right now is winning that first game. So because if you don't do that, you're going to be struggling the whole rest of the season.
Right, and you obviously do want to build the momentum. But how excited are you when you take a look at what you guys have on defense? How special a year do you think it can be?
I think it's everyone says how special it's going to be. It's only going to be special if we make it special. Because if we don't gel as a team, if we don't do what we're able to do, it's not going to be a good year. But I think I'm confident that our defense already is coming together as a unit, and I think that's the biggest thing. We got to come together as a unit and trust each other and play around and with each other. Because if we don't do that, we're not going to be able to do anything. But I think, like I said, our defense is definitely coming together. We got a lot of guys back. Mark will be back. Guys are healthy now, so I think it's going to be a fun year.